Hi, it's Brett again. Today we're going to have a chat about aspirational versus committed, or run the business versus change the business, or most probable versus best possible. Confusing, eh? Well, let's talk about that. So in an earlier video, I quickly explained to you that best possible was what we should really be looking for in our OKRs. It's what you can do with the resources we've given you. And the gap, of course, is our budgets are typically based around the most probable. And so how do we stretch and move in that extra direction? There's a second concept at play that we think is different but equally important. And that is about run the business versus change the business. So if we think of a timeline, we should be able to take, say, last year's performance and roll it forward to tell us what we expect to do next year. And that's kind of run the business, taking the current business and casting it forward. And that's how we do most of our budgeting and so forth. But a different way of planning and a bigger opportunity is, what if we take a look at our big, hairy, audacious goal, some long-term great vision for the business. And we should be able to take that and figure out, what do I need to do this year to be there in 2025? So that's the change the business OKRs. And basically, we plan differently. We're rolling back the future. So if in the future we're going to be at this level, what do I begin doing this year and next year to get in position so we'll be there in 2025? And that's super important, because some of those things don't have a financial payback for this year, or you might not even think of doing unless you had that super long-term view in mind. So that's the roll back the future model. Let's try to combine those things together. So down the bottom axis, we'll put in the activity type. So that's run the business versus change the business. And then on the vertical axis, we'll put in the performance level. So most probable versus best possible. And of course, we can put together our standard 2x2 to analyze them. So here at the intersection of most probable, in other words, my traditional planning process, not extending myself, and just taking a look at the standard business, that's business as usual. That's how you cast your current budgets. But if we do that same rolling forward the future, run the business, but stretch ourselves a bit, think of what is the best possible we could do with the resources we're given, that's where we get into some performance gains. If we move over to the change the business block, but not stretching ourselves on the goal, just the most profitable, that's what I'm going to call a forced march. That's where the boss is saying, we have to enter this new market. We have to build this new product, but we're not stretching ourselves with the goal. So we're only doing it because the boss is putting pressure on us. What if we took the change the business, that BHAG, that long-term view, and we combined it with what's the best possible job we could do? That's where we get truly transformational objectives. And obviously, it's in that top right corner we want our OKRs to focus for the best possible results from this journey. Now, hopefully that's been useful to you. It builds on each other. And so now we'll show you how we begin building OKRs with this framework. If you want to learn more, just give us a ring or click on one of the links on the page. Thanks for your time.